Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. Today's video is Autumn 2018 anime. I'm going to be showing you guys all of the anime that I'm going to be watching or planning to try and watch this brand new anime season. Hopefully you guys will see something that you want to watch too, or something you haven't heard of before or wasn't previously on your radar. But let's get on with introducing you to them. Honestly, I really don't think there's going to be any surprises here. Like, if you're already aware of the anime that's coming out this season, you can probably guess which 6 exactly are the 6 that I've picked to watch. First up is Fairy Tail. This is starting on October the 7th. This is the final season of the anime. It's going to be adapting the final story arc of the manga, which is the Alvara's Empire arc. I feel like I've been waiting for this forever. In general, Fairy Tail is about a guild of fictional wizards in Fiore, specifically Natsu and the rest of his team, Lucy, Wendy, Urza and Grey. Natsu has Dragon Slayer magic. He was raised by a dragon, but his dragon father mysteriously vanished and he's been searching for him all of this time, and part of that search puts him into the path of Lucy, and she ends up joining Fairy Tail and she joins Team Natsu, and they basically go out as a team and they do various different jobs and requests, which can be anything from guarding someone to catching thieves. But aside from that, we have had an all-out guild battle, we have had the Grand Magic Games, we have had various different bad guys like Arashia and Sace, and everything has been building up to this final arc, which is going to be the big showdown with Zeref and Acnologia that we have all been waiting for. I am not gonna lie, I am quite sad it's coming to an end, because like the manga ended and I know how it ends now, but it's like because the anime is still ongoing, I feel like it hasn't really ended yet. Next up is Sword Art Online Alicization. This one is starting end of September. I'm not sure on the actual date. As you can imagine, this is the next story arc in Sword Art Online, adapted from the light novel. I'm not sure if it's the final one. As we know, Kirito has been working for the government, or more specifically the VR Crimes Division unit, ever since the end of the SAO incident, as we are calling it apparently. With this story arc, he is working for Wrath, R-A-T-H, all capitalised, so you know it's shady as. It obviously stands for something, but whatever it stands for, I don't know. He is testing out some new tech called the Soul Translator, which in my honest opinion just sounds more than slightly dodgy anyway. The deal is simple enough. He uses it on the weekends to test it out, and his memories of testing it will be blocked. But what they're really doing is creating a special type of AI for military use. They need Kirito to go into the world, which is called the Underworld, to figure out why the AIs are too compliant with the laws. When he is there, he meets Alice, who breaks one of the laws of the Taboo Index. So, the brand new season of Sword Art Online. I have a bit of a love-hate relationship with Sword Art Online going on right now, because when I first got into anime, it was one of the first anime I watched. Oh my god, I thought it was amazing. I was like, oh, the animation, the soundtrack, the characters, this is freaking amazing. I loved it. I literally binge watched all 2 seasons. But since I have started to watch more anime, my opinion of Sword Art Online has changed a bit, a lot. You might have noticed that I have grown considerably more sarcastic to it when I'm explaining it. Like, I watched the movie, I'm planning to watch this new season of the anime because I do want to see how it's kind of all gonna end, but at the same time I do acknowledge that it is not the best anime ever, and Kirito is overpowered, and it is a little bit, we're going into this anime knowing that in the back of my mind. Next up is As Miss Beelzebub Likes. This is going to be starting on October the 11th. As you can probably guess, it is the anime adaptation of the manga that I have been featuring on my channel for a little while now. As Miss Beelzebub Likes is about Mullin. He gets his dream job working for the great demon lord Beelzebub. He is super stoked to meet the badass Lord Beelzebub, who serves over all of the demons. He is no doubt expecting some 6-foot-tall, super butch badass bloke, but what he actually gets is a laid-back girl who likes cute and fluffy things. And it's basically a slice-of-life comedy about the demons in Pandemonium, which is the demon world. As you guys know, I don't really like slice-of-life, I don't always get on with it, but this one has been quite entertaining and I'm liking the humour, I like the art for it, and I like the potential romance that could blossom, but mostly I just love all of the hilarious situations we find our characters in, and I'm excited to see it animated and to see how it's going to be animated, and I'm excited to see what new content we may or may not see that is either in the manga or not. While Fairy Tail is going to provide a load of action-packed scenes, epic battles, and no doubt some emotional and heart-rending scenes, Sword Art Online is going to provide Sword Art Online, as Miss Beelzebub likes, is going to provide some humour and some light comic relief from all of the action this anime season. Next up is Boarding School Juliet. This is starting on the 6th of October. This is again adapted from a manga. The first volume of the manga is not out at the time I'm filming this. It is essentially a Romeo and Juliet retelling. We have the island campus of Dahlia, and on the island campus of Dahlia we have two rival dorms, the Black Dog House of the East and the White Cat House of the West. Romeo is the leader of the Black Dogs, Juliet is the leader of the White Cats, and I think we all know how this goes. I am intrigued by this series because obviously it's a Romeo and Juliet retelling, but it is the manga world, or the anime world in this case, so are they actually going to die at the end? That's what I'm curious about. But I am excited to read this manga, so I thought I would watch the anime too, because why not? It's basically like Angels of Death all over again. Next up is Ulysses, which is starting on October the 7th. Ulysses is obviously the short version of its title. Its actual title is Ulysses Jand Arc Torenkin no Kishi. So I know I pronounced that 100% wrong. Ulysses is set in the 15th century during the 100 Years' War, which was a war between Britain and France over the succession to the French throne. We have Montmorency, who is the son of a noble, and he immerses himself in the study of magic and alchemy at the Royal Knight Training School. However, after France's crushing defeat at the Battle of Agincourt, the school is dissolved. He's lost everything, he's become a wanted man, he literally just became an alchemist, and now he has encountered a mysterious village girl named Jian. This one did pique my interest because of the time period, the history it's going to cover, the art on the poster looked interesting to me. Next up is Iruzuka Seki no Ashitakara, and this one is out on October the 6th. It is set in Nagasaki, and the story takes place in a world where a minuscule amount of magic remains in everyday life. Hitomi Tsukashiro is a descendant of a witch family, and she grew up with stale emotions because she lost her sense of colour at a very young age. Feeling sorry for her granddaughter Kahaku, who is a great witch, sends her to the past, specifically the year 2018, aka our present. Through exchanges with her 17-year-old grandmother and her club members, the story follows Hitomi's growth as a person. Honestly, this one kind of piqued my interest because I saw the word witch and I was like, yes, Halloween appropriate anime, let's watch that. But more importantly, Hitomi seemed like a really interesting character to me, and I'm intrigued by her being sent back to the past, even though the past is kind of basically the present for us. I am intrigued by that, and I'm intrigued to see what's going to happen with her character. Of course, this one does run the danger of being a bit too slice of lifey and me losing interest, but I guess we will see. I feel like this season of anime is very much a load of big series getting new seasons. You've got Fairy Tail, you've got Sword Art, you've got Tokyo Ghoul, which would be on my list, you guys, but I still haven't watched season 1 yet, so I need to do that first. So seeing as I have a couple of those popular big name ones and a couple of the popular adaptions happening, I thought I would pick a couple of slightly lesser known ones that sounded like they were going to be good, and I liked the art on the poster for this one too, and it definitely caught my eye. The final anime on my list, if you can even call it an anime, is Angels of Death Specials. For those of you guys who don't know, Angels of Death ended at 12 episodes with Zach reacting to something that he's seen, and then it's a little patronising to be continued card. And so I kind of thought that was it, and I was like, well, that ending's a bit disappointing then, isn't it? But it turns out that Angels of Death is actually 16 episodes, but for some reason the last 4 episodes are being aired as specials online. So in order to finish Angels of Death and to see how it all ends, you essentially have to wait until October 5th for the specials to start airing. So instead of airing all 16 episodes in one go, they basically give you 12 episodes and then make you wait a week or 2 weeks or whatever it is to see how it ends, which I don't really get the logic. But okay, whatever. So those are the anime I'm planning on watching this new anime season. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you saw something that you would like to watch too. Let me know down below which of these you are planning to watch or which others you are planning to watch that are not on my list. And I will see you guys soon.